Whether you're a seasoned pro or new to hiking, finding the right walking boot or trail shoe can be tricky. So here at Simply Hike, we've come up with our very own walking boot guide. The cuts and supports. Now before you go off and buy a pair of walking boots or trail shoes, you need to consider the type of walking you do, or will do. If you only walk lowland, flat or coastal areas, you may only need to purchase a trail shoe. These will ensure amazing grip, a comfortable fit and give you all the support that you need. If your trails are a little bit more hilly, then take a look at mid-length walking boots. These boots will offer great support when walking on the flats and won't be too tight around your ankles. And when it comes to those hilly parts, you'll get all the support that you need. And lastly, if you're walking up some steeper hills or scaling the mountains in Wales or Scotland, then look for a walking boot with higher ankle supports. These will offer maximum support when dealing with steeper and rougher terrain. High ankle support is also great when it comes to scrambling ground. The sole. So now you've looked at the cut and support of the boot, the next thing you need to look at is the sole. Again, just like the cut, you'll need to think about what terrain you'll be walking on, and base the flexibility and the grip of the sole on that. So say for instance you're looking at a boot for low level walking, say you're dog walking, then you should look at getting a relatively flexible sole. Now the sole will still offer more support than say a trainer, but it won't be as stiff as a mounted boot, which is why it's ideal for dog walking. Of course this sole is used in all trail and running shoes, entry level and lightweight walking boots as well. The only exception is climbing and bouldering shoes. Now if you're walking on mid-level ground or a well-hiked path like the popular paths in Snowdonia, then you'll need a sole that's a lot more stiffer but still has some flexibility, making the boot more comfortable. Now the great thing about this sole is that most walking boots are designed to fit this criteria, meaning you'll be spoilt for choice. The stiffest of soles are designed for three things: winter walking so you can attach your crampons, scrambling and climbing. This sole means you can really dig your boots into any crack and it will keep you stable. You can literally hang off the side of a mountain on your tiptoes. But these boots are not that comfortable, so make sure that you have a separate pair for your everyday hiking. On a side note, don't forget to look at the grip of the sole. Look at how deep it is, what pattern it has, and if it has a rough or bumpy surface, that means it's designed for wetter terrain on a microscopic level. Waterproofing. Each brand has their own waterproofing system, and of course you have the dedicated brands like Gore-Tex, Event and Polartex Neoshell. So do your research first. Spending a couple of pounds more could be the difference of wet and dry feet. Also look at how often you'll be using the boots. If it's once in a while or say a walking holiday, then maybe look at the brand's own waterproofing membrane. That would do the job, and plus it's normally cheaper. But if you're going to live in these boots, then look at higher end membranes like Event or Gore-Tex, especially because of Gore-Tex's lifetime guarantee. But at the end of the day, whether you buy own brand waterproofing or not, you'll still need to look after the boots with trusty Knitwax. Little details and personal preference. So you've found the cuts, sole and waterproofing you wanted. Now it's time to look at the smaller details walking boots have. The first thing is to consider what material you want your boots to be made from. Is it going to be leather, suede or synthetic? Leather is easier to clean, suede tends to be more breathable, and with synthetic, no animals were harmed when creating the boot. Take a look at the boot's eyelets. Do you want a walking boot with hook eyelets or run-through eyelets, or both? Also take a look at how high up they go on the boot. If you need ankle support, the more hook eyelets you have at the top, the better. Now laces. Yes, laces. If you want to quickly tighten your lace, then round laces seem to do a better job, but they do have a tendency of loosening up a lot quicker. So if you don't want to keep tightening up your boots or shoes, then replace them with flat laces. And lastly, think about getting insoles to help support your feet. Yes, walking boots do have insoles, but have you seen them? They're very thin and, to be honest with you, don't offer much support. So if you're planning to go on long hikes or walks, take a look at companies like Superfeet who specialise in insoles. So there we have it, our walking boot guide video. I hope this has given you some ideas on what to look out for when buying new walking boots. Do you have any other things you look at when buying new boots or trail shoes? We'd love to know, so comment below.